In our previous videos, we talked about the notice of seizure and the various reasons that Customs can seize money. Now we're going to talk about the potential penalties for the various types of violations that Customs can seize money for. My name is Jason Wapnick. I'm an attorney with Great Lakes Customs Law. We help importers beat penalties from Customs and keep their customs regime in full compliance with the law. Now, the three different types of violations, as we explained in other videos, was failure to report, structuring, and bulk cash smuggling. There are different penalties for each of these kinds of violations. The first kind of violation, failure to report, has the lowest penalty. Okay? If you're able to show that the money came from a legitimate source and had a legitimate use through one of the many ways you can use to get money back, then the penalty that Customs will take from that money is going to be based on the amount of money that was seized. So, for instance, let's say you had something between $40,000 and $70,000 seized. The starting point for a penalty in a case like that would be $5,000. Now, that amount can go up or down a little bit based on aggravating or mitigating factors or things that Customs looks at that either increase or decrease your culpability or the fault that you have for violating that law. So in the case of a failure to report, you're looking at generally paying that penalty for violating the law and getting the rest of the money back. For structuring and bulk cash smuggling, the offense is considered more serious, and so the penalty is significantly higher and it's computed differently. For either a bulk cash smuggling violation or a structuring violation, the starting point for a penalty is not a set amount like in a failure to report, but 50% of the amount of money that was seized. So rather than having $5,000 as a penalty for a failure to report, an amount between $40,000 and $70,000, for either structuring or bulk cash smuggling, the penalty is going to be half of the amount of money that was seized. So if you traveled with $50,000, instead of paying a $5,000 penalty for structuring or bulk cash smuggling, you're going to end up paying possibly $25,000. But the $25,000 in that situation is just a hypothetical. The amount can still go up or down based on the presence of aggravating or mitigating factors. So you could potentially have more than 50% as a penalty or less than 50% as a penalty. But for bulk cash smuggling or structuring violations, it's very important that you be very careful in how you respond to Customs and what you say when you're trying to get the money back. If you say the wrong thing, you could open yourself up to a 50% penalty that you don't need to pay. I would encourage you to make use of the materials on our website. If you've had money seized and there's an allegation on the notice of seizure that the money was structured or it was smuggled, don't go it alone. Give us a call. We'll talk through your case with you, discuss the various options and what you can do to relieve yourself of such a high penalty.